at this proclamation of my understanding. I haven't been misguided or mishandled, but I can tell you that I enable my own behavior. When I was a little kid, it's what I did, so why would I stop when I'm 27? I learned from Who Framed Roger Rabbit that I'm not just a little kid being planted as a scapegoat for what somebody else was doing. The violence is inhuman, but it's something that anybody is doing. We try to bring up everybody else's kind of lifestyle, everything from Africa to how people roam wild. But I tell you, I know that distance between that relationship ain't close to what you did. I'm not stupid. I saw the bullies in the schoolyard, and I didn't become any hard. I didn't need to bite bones like wolves in the boneyard. So this isn't something that I refrain to speak about. In fact, I'm speaking it from the mouth. It's what I learned when I saw the little kid shows when I was on my tippy toes jumping around at 4 years old, watching Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and Saved by the Bell, seeing the world screeching to hell. So there was no way to go on bail or try to get out from the jail of systematic depression. I tell you that this world is a valuable lesson. The integration of entertainment makes us basically enslavement. That's it. There is no other generation. We could say about the gaps, but I tell you, nobody wants to relax. They're stressed and still intact, but I tell you, it makes me laugh. Because when I fought and grew up, I realized that my strength was tough. Because I didn't have any discreet messages. I didn't make anything subtle. I lived in my own bubble, but that's because if you talk to me, you're in a world of trouble. ADD, ADHD, Aspergers, whatever you want to call these autistic impressions. But the split integration of what my brain does is an epilepsy seizure to tell you everything because you don't want to hear the disagreements, but they're here because you need to understand the differences. We don't need to have the same feelings about things. In fact, most likely I make you reel and make you turn and spin like a film reel. But the thing is, now that we passed that and we're in the digital age, you just want to get paid for what you do, while I don't want to get screwed. So I don't want to IOU. Either you give me for what I do, or you just walk away, pave the road you choose. So I saw it at a young age, this damn bullshit of the same old hypocrites trying to tell me that I need to, turn into them to see how to be something more than mortal men. But I'm not going to pretend to say that the pyramids were not covered in sand, or that we don't need archaeologists in this time that we're in, because we need to dig to find anything. So that's bullshit to believe that we have historical precedents, when in fact we can be built over. Nothing stays forever, but you believe that this continuous relationship needs to breathe? Oh bitch, please. That's an impression of egotistical greed. It's not what I need. And I saw that in every wish of the entertainment swish when I was growing up in the 90s. I got tired of the same old bitch shit on TV. Watched Weekend at Bernie's and realized I got along better with a dead guy that danced because of voodoo that made him enhanced. So I gotta say, there is no inhibitance in who I am. I don't smuggle anything that I say in subtlety or word pleasure. I make sure I measure up and tell you every verse of each letter. So here I am all together. Didn't need to turn into the Turtles or the Shredder. 'Cause I'm born all together. And I realize the parental figures are not the authority of every speech. I'm not saying they're out of reach. There was influence from everything, from the bottom to the top, and everything that's interlocked. But I tell you, I'm the same person that they are. I don't drive the same car, but that's not even a physical stance. This is something of mental and heart, and the heart. The way that we understand each other is a worlds apart. So think of the universe when you're trying to flip the bird. You just misheard. And you can call me a nerd. You can say that what I'm doing these days ain't worth the golden age of what we do with technology. But I'm not here to build an advancement. I'm here to tell you that you need to talk about things directly, not just have this stress-filled psychology. So I'll walk away from thee. Don't need this inhibitance. I'm here to send out my sentences.